Hey YouTube, today we're going to talk about a 2009 Chrysler 300 with a 2.7 V6 motor in it. One of the problems with this car is the heater hoses will start to leak, and the reason for it is because part of it is rubber and part of it is plastic. One of the main hoses that gives you problems is this heater hose here in the back. Again, this is a 2.7 liter V6 motor, 2009 Chrysler Dodge Charger rather. Okay, so this heater hose in the back has a plastic T-joint in the middle here, as you can see, and what happens is over time that T-joint will break. And you see that hole right there, how that's cracked open there? Well, that's going to cause you to lose antifreeze and coolant. See that? Now, the only problem is when you go to replace this hose, the hose comes off here. I've already disconnected the clamp so we can make this video shorter. Comes off there, one in the back of the motor, one in the goes into the heater core, the other piece goes into the top of the expansion tank. The problem you have is when you go to the auto parts store to get this hose, what happens is they try to sell you three different hoses, well, the three hoses, but they don't sell you a T-piece. So today I'm going to show you how to fix this issue so that you won't have that problem out of that T anymore. Okay, as you see, here's the hose. I've got it removed from the car. You see how that breaks open there? And this is basically nothing but a T, where this hose, and that hose go together. Now, you could go to the dealer and spend about $150 and get this whole hose assembly again if you like, but you're going to have the same problem later on down the road. What I recommend is the true good way to fix it here. You get you these pieces here, and you can find these pieces at like the Parker store or some other hardware store will have these, okay? And it's basically four pieces, four metal brass pieces. And what you'll want to do before you put it together, I'm going to get you some pipe tape, thread tape. That's going to keep it from leaking. And this tape stuff's pretty cheap, so you know. Go ahead and do it right. Don't worry about the cost of it. This is probably the cheapest component of this thing. I called the dealer and that part was probably about $150 with tax and stuff, and then they had to order it and it would take a few days to get in. I went to the Parker store, bought all these pieces for right at $50 with tax. So, and this is going to last a whole lot longer than that original hose. Okay. Now, if the hose component of it is messed up as well, then you will need to replace the hoses. But they sell these little hoses individually at the auto parts store. So we'll take this tape. So now we have the T. This will form the T. Put my tape on backwards. Usually want to follow the tape with the thread, the direction of the threads. It makes it a little easier. Okay. Alright, so now you have your T. The next step, all you have to do is take these hoses off, or if you want to buy new ones, take these hoses off, these clamps off, and then put it back on here. I'm going to pause the video for a second. I'll cut this off and I'll come back once we have it ready to go assemble. Okay, so now here's our piece. Here's our two side pieces. And the rest of it is pretty simple. Basically stick one on, and stick the other one on. We'll put two clamps here. This piece goes like so. We'll clamp that down. Then once we have these clamps on, you put this piece in like so. You can direct it whichever way you need to twist it before you tighten these clamps here. Twist it whichever way you need to go, tighten your clamps down, and then reinstall it back into the car. Again, ladies and gentlemen, this right here is not going to split and crack because it's metal, unlike that plastic piece. If you have any comments, questions, please post, subscribe, and if there's a particular video that you would like to see on something, send me a email, and I'll be more than happy to try to fulfill your needs or wants on that. Other than that, YouTube, have a great day.